What's up, everyone? With the lovely shutdown of the world right now, I thought it would be awesome if we did, for old time's sake, a new Stephanie Buttermore video. So here we go. We're going to do a video of Stephanie Buttermore, full body workouts at home, minimal equipment, alone in quarantine.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I have a new couch and I'm very excited about it. So we're gonna sit on my brand new couch, and the sad part is I have nobody to sit on it with. I am completely and utterly alone. So I'm sitting in this house all by myself in self-quarantine, as I'm sure all of you guys are too. I'm sure you guys totally feel me on this. I am wearing a sports bra and I don't know how I feel about it yet. If I'm panicking, that's probably why. I kind of just wanted to vlog today. I feel like I have a lot to say. I have a lot to talk to you guys about. So here we are. If you guys are wondering, my mom lives in an assisted living facility, so her place is under complete lockdown, like she's in quarantine. So I haven't seen my mom, which I'm really happy that they are taking it so seriously. And I haven't seen my sister because my sister's a nurse and they did have a case of coronavirus in her hospital, so I obviously haven't seen her either. Lastly, and the most sadly, Jeff is not here. Jeff is actually in Canada right now. I'm feeling especially lonely without Jeff. I was supposed to have a flight last Wednesday. Obviously, no one can travel, so I did not travel. So we have no clue when we will be able to see each other. I don't want to think about it. I'm hoping that things start to get better. And I'm really thinking about all the healthcare workers out there who are working like overtime right now. My sister being one of them. Anyways, I don't want to talk about the coronavirus for too long, but I have been watching Pandemic. The irony of its release date and all that stuff, we all know that it is kind of a strange coincidence. If you guys didn't know, Netflix released a documentary called Pandemic, and it's basically about this, how scientists have been predicting that this would happen for a very long time. So it's insane to watch. If you guys have watched it, like leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it. So we are going to be going through a full body workout. I actually did post a poll on my Instagram story if you wanted to see an upper lower workout or if you wanted to see a full body workout. Full body one, I will be going through the workout with you guys in a minute, but there is something that I want to talk to you guys about first, and this is very serious, so I did want to clear the air on this. So back in December, I decided that I was going to write an at-home program, and then I mentioned it to you guys in January. A lot of you guys said yes, you want it, and I actually did an at-home workout with you guys in that video, and then I mentioned it again in February. I told you guys back in February that I was working on it. It was just taking some time because I put a lot of effort into my programs. Now, I want to make it really clear. I am not trying to capitalize whatsoever on what is going on right now. I was actually considering postponing the release of this program because it's not ready, and I need...
Okay. All right. I don't know. Who cares, right? Like, what else are you going to do? Everybody's working on their own, like, personal projects right now because of this coronavirus nonsense that's going on. Everybody's doing it. So, like, this is a great time to release it, Stephanie. Like, excellent time. Go ahead. And it's the reason I laughed is because, like, for all of the like all-in stuff that she's doing, where like you could, I think, more easily make the argument there that like that is the marketing plan, you know, that's the way to like make money, is to like come forward with this new movement. I'm going all in. I'm going to eat, you know, whatever I want and buy my t-shirt. And here's my diet plan. Did she make a diet plan? I don't even really remember. Or like subscribe to my channel or something. I don't know exactly how she tried to like market the all-in thing. Maybe she didn't. Maybe it was like building up to market a fitness program in the future. I don't know. I might have jumped the gun on criticizing her on that in the past. I don't actually know. I don't know. Is she selling anything different? I really don't know. I don't think she is, because I think we would have heard about it, other than the t-shirts, which in retrospect is not what a t-shirt that says all in is not like. It's not exactly like a revolutionary, you know, MVP or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's just funny to see how like everybody is like losing their mind about this coronavirus shit. Like, not that everybody's losing their mind, but like it's so crazy because I've never seen, I don't think it's ever happened, right? In the history of the internet, it's never happened where everybody has been on the same page about anything. You know what I mean? Like, nobody has gone through exactly the same thing at the same time since everybody has been connected through the internet. But now everybody is connected because of this coronavirus shit, because it's literally affecting every single country in the world. And they're all the rules are pretty much the same. Like, can't go outside. It's so crazy. Oh man, this is like history being made right here, you know? And here we have Stephanie Buttermore. Same thing, right? It's not like, because in the past when something's happening, you can always kind of ignore it or not address it or like focus on whatever your, you know, business is or your niche or whatever. But now like this is affecting everyone, obviously affecting everyone. She's, you know, whatever, I'm putting words in her mouth, but like staying in home at quarantine, like losing her mind like everybody else, and making a video to deal with the boredom, I guess. It's just kind of funny to see that like when you put people that you know in the same situation, it's interesting to see how they will all react, right? So anyway, whatever. I guess it's not that interesting.
need help to film the video demonstrations and to get photos and things like that. And because I can't travel right now, I have no one to do that for me. So I was actually thinking of postponing it more than anything. But I just had such a sense and feeling of urgency because when they started closing gyms, I was getting so many messages asking me, when are you releasing your program? I need it more than ever now. Like, all the people who were interested in my at-home program were now interested in it. So I felt this sense of urgency that I had to get it out in, and then I had to stop. I have a very high standard for my programs. I refuse to release a subpar product. So when it is ready, it will go out. Even if it went out after all of this commotion was over and gyms were reopening, even if that's how long it took for me to finish it, so be it. Like, that's where I'm at right now. So I would never want you to think otherwise. I hope that you guys can be patient with me, and thank you guys so much for understanding. Yeah, so that's that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. So one more thing that I was going to bring up to you guys. So I don't know if you can tell at all, but my eyes are quite red. I actually had LASIK done a month ago, and I have a lot to say. It was kind of a disaster. If you guys are interested in hearing about my whole LASIK experience, I am going to save that for after the workout. Just in case you don't care about the LASIK thing, you want the workout, stay to the end, and I'll chat with you guys about it. So really quick before we get started, I kind of just wanted to show you what I have in my garage right now. I have a pretty decent set of dumbbells, 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, and a 25-pound kettlebell. I also have like various monster bands and resistance bands and a hip circle, and I also invested in a barbell with some 25-pound plates and some 10-pound plates. I hope I can get more in the future, but this is just where I'm starting out right now. I also got this yoga ball, which took me an eternity to blow up because they gave like this really ridiculous pump for it, and it took like an hour. But anyways, other than that, I also got a bench. This bench does lay flat, and everything I got was essentially from Walmart, with the exception of like 2 things. The hip circle and a few of the monster bands were from Amazon, but everything else I got at Walmart. But for this workout, all we're gonna need is a lighter pair of dumbbells, a heavier set of dumbbells, and some resistance bands. Now, like I said, this is going to be a full body workout, and something that I've learned since training at home is that I've been getting crazy sore. Like the novel stimulus, I don't know, the DOMs have been so real, so I've just been taking more time doing a proper warm-up. So here I'm doing cat-cows, but I'm also doing some arm circles to warm up my upper body, as well as some arm swings. And then I'm also gonna do band pull-aparts, and as you can see, I'm just pulling a light resistance band, nothing too heavy, and warm up your rear delts as well. Then for the lower body, I'm doing toe touches to squats, so you basically bend down, touch your toes, crouch into a squat position, and then reverse the movement. So again, it's touch your toes, squat down, unsquat, and then stand back up.
She looks pretty good. She lost weight, I guess, right? Or I don't know. I haven't like been keeping up with her, but she looks good. I mean, she doesn't look like amazing, but she looks good. She's not as fat as she was. She was really fat before. Well, didn't she get like shot past, I don't know, whatever. But anyway, she looks good now. Like when she was sitting on the couch, she's looking pretty good, I guess. When she was doing the cat-cows, like, looks pretty good, I guess. I'm super jealous of her home gym equipment, like super jealous. I went to Walmart a few days ago here because I was like, I had this idea. It's like 2 weeks into the fucking coronavirus bullshit. I was like, oh, I'll go buy a kettlebell at Walmart. Oh, genius. I bet nobody's thought of this. And I go to Walmart, and like the whole like exercise section of Walmart is like completely cleaned out. There's nothing there. So obviously I wasn't the first one to think of that. Yeah, like, I don't know. Okay, so I guess it makes sense that like releasing the program early, if it's not finished, just to like take advantage of this coronavirus thing, probably not a good idea. Not necessarily because you'll be seen as like trying to take advantage of the problem, which, I mean, it's business. Like that's, anybody who would say that is a fucking idiot anyway, like really. But because if you release a product that's not finished and you don't finish it like soon, then it just looks bad. You look bad. And then if the product is bad, people will jump on you for saying like, oh, the product's not finished. You just wanted to release it for the coronavirus thing. Unless you address it ahead of time and you say, listen, I know the product's not finished. I'm like thinking ahead here. I know the product's not finished. I'm going to reduce the price because it's not finished, and I will, continue adding to it in the next couple of weeks. And then when it's finally finished, I'll increase the price. So that might be like a little way of like promoting it, like releasing it ethically, you could say, at a discount, and still being able to release it ahead of time so that you can make money doing it. I think that's actually a pretty good idea. I'm going to make a note of that when I release my own program. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just, I've been doing like 100 burpees a day on days that I actually feel like working out. I'll do like 100 burpees, and then if I still have gas in the tank, I'll do push-ups and sit-ups. Sometimes some squats. I did like 250 squats the other day and a bunch of sit-ups and ab exercises. Like, it's so, I'm losing my mind. Everybody's going crazy.
And then repeat the process. After you do a few of them, you'll get the hang of it. Lastly, I want to warm up my hip flexors, so I'm just kind of like doing some roundhouse kicks. And then get in a catcher's position, and you're going to push your elbows against your knees, so it's going to really open up your hips. And then I kind of just shift my weight back and forth. I do have a hip injury that I'm constantly struggling with, so I always have to make sure that my hips are nice and warmed up. And keep in mind with these exercises that the exercise order does matter. It's going to start off with the exercises that are most systemically taxing, and it's going to get easier as you go along. So doing this workout in the order that I'm presenting it is a good idea, because exercises do start out hard when you're the most fresh, and then they get a little bit easier as you go along. You don't want your exercises to get harder, because as you get towards the end of the workout, it'll just be tired. So for the first exercise, we are starting out with Bulgarian split squats, and I start out with just doing my body weight. If you you see these, you might not always see people setting it up, so I wanted to show you how I set these up to keep my balance. So when my hands are on the ground, I do put my foot up, and then once my foot is in place, I can let go of the ground and kind of just get into position that way. And then when I do them with weight, I place the dumbbells on the ground, then I push off the dumbbells to get my foot up, get my balance a little bit, and then I squat down. These are really a quad dominant movement, but if you push off with your heel, you can definitely get a good glute burn out of these too. So these are just an amazing lower body exercise. Next up, we're going to be working out the hamstrings with some single leg stiff leg deadlifts. Because a lot of words. So some single leg RDLs. There we go. You are going to need something to hold on to. So basically anything, I'm just using a chair. After I kind of get hold of my balance on one foot, I pick up the weight. And with these, you're just going to want to put a slight bend in your knee. Go down pretty slow, especially if you don't have heavy dumbbells. I normally do these with much heavier dumbbells. So to make the exercise a little bit more challenging, I do slow down the eccentric, and that way I definitely get more bang out of this exercise. With a slower eccentric, you should feel a nice burn in your hamstring from these. But as you can see, you kind of swing your leg back like a pendulum, and you're going to use hip extension to get yourself back up. But if you are limited on weight, I highly recommend on any exercise just slowing down the eccentric. Now, if you find that that's a little bit challenging with your balance, you can just do good old-fashioned dumbbell RDLs. So next up, we're going to be working out some triceps and chest. So we're going to go onto the ground. We're going to be doing some dumbbell floor presses. So you want to make sure you get into position safely. With only the 10-pound dumbbells, this was just my warm-up. I was able to prop them up really easily, and then you just press with a slight elbow flare. So you're going to press straight up right above your glutes. You should be feeling this in your triceps and your chest. Now, when I had heavier dumbbells and I was using the 20-pound dumbbells, I did have to prop the weight up on my legs and then kind of swing myself back, just the same way that I would if I was using a bench at a gym. And same thing, you kind of get the weights right into position and then you press straight up. And then coming back down, I did place the weights on my legs and then swung myself up. Next up, we're going to...
All right. Like, what's the... okay, fine. It's quarantine. People are going to watch anything, really. But, like, you have to understand, most people don't have weights at their house. Most people don't have, like... And I guess, wait, was this the only... I guess this is the only exercise where she did with weights. But if I was going to release a workout video, and obviously hindsight is 2020, but if I was going to like release a quarantine workout video, I would just assume that nobody has any weights, and everything would be calisthenics. Because like most people don't have 20-pound dumbbells in their house and 15-pound dumbbells, and like they don't have a fucking rack of dumbbells in their house. Most people don't. I don't know, like good workout, I guess. I don't know. This is why I like to do burpees. Because like I don't have to think about like, oh, I got to do deadlifts. I got to like hold on the chair and like use the couch. And like, obviously, burpees are not going to work everything equally, right? But it's good. It's good general conditioning. It's a very good workout. And when I would even say it's the hardest, it's pretty much the hardest exercise you can do. I guess the one like comparable exercise that I've heard people say, I don't really do these, are split jumps, which is where you start in like a lunge position and you jump to the opposite lunge position. So like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm kind of in the struggle now. I don't have a pull-up bar. Like, what am I going to do? So I'm just doing burpees. Maybe I'll do pull-ups. They have like stairs here where I can do pull-ups, I guess, on the stairs. Like the stairs, they're apartment stairs where, it's just the platform. Right. So it's like step, step, step. And there's no like part that connects the steps. Anyway, it's not interesting at all. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. All right.
Coming back down, I did place the weights on my legs and then swung myself up. Next up, we're going to be doing some band pull downs. So most of these resistance band kits, the ones with the handles, they do come with like the door hang. And while I was hanging the door hang, it was such a nice day outside, so I just wanted to show you how beautiful it was outside. So with this, we're just doing a regular pull down. So you want to pull straight down, really focusing on contracting your lats. This was just my warm-up set, and I did find it a little bit too easy, so I doubled up the resistance. To make it more challenging, I did really, really squeeze and contract hard at the bottom, really focusing on contracting my lats, and then I released it to the eccentric really slowly, just to get a little bit more burn from this. And I wasn't sure if you could see very well, that angle was kind of weird, shooting right into the glass door. So I did do those in my kitchen, so I figured I would show you the set just for kids. And then after that, we are going to be doing some banded glute bridges. You're going to need a pretty heavy resistance band. The one I'm using is from Slingshot. It's the grippy one that I always use in all my videos. After you lay down, you are going to perform hip abduction. So you're going to be actively pushing out your knees, which is why the band is useful with this exercise. So you're going to actively be pushing out with your knees as you're thrusting your hips up, and then you're going to squeeze your glutes at the top. This is like a good pumper exercise. So you're really going to want to contract at the top, squeeze your glutes, and then come back down, all while actively pushing against that resistance band. So it's a really good glute burnout exercise. And last but not least, we're going to do a set of abs. So I did 3 sets of planks. And with planks, of course, you just want to make sure that you're completely parallel with the ground. You're not sticking your butt up, or you're not moving it down too far. You just want to stay completely solid. And I do find planks a lot harder since I'm a little bit heavier. But after the plank, if you want to, you can do more ab exercises if abs are like a priority to you. But after that was it. Okay, guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed that workout. So now let's talk about my LASIK experience. Oh boy, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Let's begin the story with very blind Stephanie. Just so you know, I've been wearing contacts and or glasses since I was 9 years old. So when I hit 30, my 30th birthday was last month, I wanted to do this for myself. I decided to get LASIK. Went to the consult, they said I was a good candidate, fantastic. The whole procedure itself was like 20 minutes, figured it for a few hours, just prepping and all that stuff. As soon as I walked out of that place, the day that I had it done, I knew something was not right. Like, I knew something was wrong. When I got home after the procedure, my right eye was in excruciating pain. I feel like I have a pretty good pain tolerance. It didn't feel right. Jeff actually had LASIK, so he was like, that's not right. I'm telling him something's not right.
Oh no. Did her boobs get bigger? Well, I shouldn't say that. It's bad. But like, oh my God, come on. I'm trying to like focus on what she's saying. LASIK, right? I did LASIK when I was 20. 2021, 22. So LASIK is not a comfortable procedure for those of you who are thinking about doing it. Basically what you do, they gave me, I remember they gave me a Valium or Xanax beforehand and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. They're giving, I think it was Xanax. They're like, oh, we're going to give you a Xanax. I'm like, okay. Like I didn't ask for it or anything. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, go to get eye surgery and they give you a Xanax. Can I get like a glass of wine too? Why not? So when they actually started doing the procedure on me, I understand why they gave me the Xanax, because basically what they do is you lie down and they put your head in this like harness kind of, and the doctor, you see the doctor, so you have this like giant machine on top of you, right? It's like, looks like this like machine from like a Bond movie where they're like gonna like slice a guy in half with a laser beam or something. So the doctor, like you see the doctor's head like right next to the machine. He's got like the mask on and the fucking thing on his hair, and like he's wearing gloves, and like he holds your head like this. Or this is how I remember it, at least. Maybe it's changed. It's a while ago. And like you look up and there's this red like light, right? And it's so uncomfortable. It feels like, I don't really know, but he'll tell you where to look. He's like, okay, you have to look here, you have to look there. And he's like, no, look at the light. And he's like, relax your eyes. And it's just like, he's constantly like giving you instructions on what you should do, because it's not a comfortable procedure and it's like awkward as fuck. And like, imagine like they're putting a fucking laser beam on your eye to like cut out part of your eye so that it's more even. You know what I mean? And technically like it's tracked with a machine. So, it's like, whatever, it's supposed to be like the machine doing most of the work, but the doctor's still there to like tell you what to do. Like, look here, look there, relax your eye, don't squint. So anyway, the point is that if you're squirming around on the table, if you're nervous, maybe they didn't give her Xanax. I mean, maybe that's just like at the place that I went. I'm glad they gave me that Xanax. Like if they hadn't given that to me, I would have been not, it would have been much harder. It probably would have been messed up in the surgery. Anyway, yeah.
Supposed to go to sleep right after, could not sleep. I was in so much pain, but just in one eye. So I knew that something was wrong. My sister called. They were like, no, that's okay. Like that can happen sometimes. Okay, fine. So I actually had to take something stronger than the Tylenol PM that they gave me, which I happened to have from like the root canal. Anyways, I woke up the next day and my right eye still hurt. Not as bad as it did the day of the procedure, but it still hurt pretty bad. I knew that was not how it was supposed to feel. They basically make it seem like the next day you have 20/20 vision and everything's great and you can go back to work and whatever. And I was like, no, listen, no, that was not happening. And I found that it was kind of odd that my vision wasn't that clear. I realized after like kind of covering one eye at a time, my right eye, when it was in so much pain, was still very blurry. So I actually talked to the surgeon. They just assumed it was a lot of inflammation. Went in to get it checked out. They're like, oh, your eye's really inflamed. They were like, once the inflammation goes down, you should be able to see better. Okay, nothing changed. So after a week, told them that I still couldn't see clearly out of that eye, and at that point they kind of let me know that wasn't right. The surgeon was like, nope, it should be clear. It's not the inflammation. It looks like you're going to need to have surgery again in that eye. I also want to mention that I was super disoriented from having only one eye with clear vision. I felt like I had vertigo really bad. I had to take meclizine, which is an anti-nausea medication, because I was so disoriented. I was like out of work. I couldn't do any work, anything on my computer, nothing. For a while, I felt horrible. And then they told me that if I wanted to see clearly out of that eye, that I should wear glasses. So I got glasses. I actually felt even worse with glasses. I felt even more disoriented. I felt like I was tipping all the time. Glasses or no glasses, I didn't feel great. So I didn't want to wear glasses. I felt basically the same about them. I still can't see well out of my right eye, and I had my 1-month follow-up on Monday. Obviously, I'm going to be very careful if I leave the house. It's obviously my eye, so it's really important that I get them evaluated again. And on Monday, they're gonna rebook my next surgery. So I wanted to tell you guys the whole fiasco of the story. Sorry, it's kind of long. I'm in no way trying to scare you out of getting LASIK or put a bad name on LASIK. I'm just telling you my experience with it. Jess has had very successful LASIK. My best friend Nadine also has had LASIK. Worked out great for her. Both of them can see wonderful. 98% of people don't have issues. I was just the 2% that did. So I'm not trying to scare you, but I think it's fair of me to tell you my experience because there is that risk. I just didn't think that I was going to experience any issues. So I hate to scare you, but I did want to let you guys know. Obviously, if you're thinking about it, it's up to your discretion. I feel like I talked to you guys for a long time. How long have I been talking? I feel like it's been forever. Okay, guys, so that's gonna complete this video. I really hope you liked it. Story time, workout, quarantine, self-isolation. Maybe I've been going on and on because
okay, so like when I did LASIK, that's not typical. I've never heard. I've like, you casually hear stories about people doing LASIK, this and that. I've never heard of anybody having complications like that. I'm not, obviously it's like you saw her eye, it was all red and stuff. I'm not saying she's making it up, but like that's not common in my experience. The next day when I woke up, I definitely didn't have 20/20 vision. In fact, when I did it, and to be fair, this was like almost 15 years ago. So I'm sure the procedure has like changed a little bit. They gave me these goggles that I had to wear like after the procedure, and I was supposed to wear the goggles for like 2 days afterwards also. And they give you these eye drops. You're supposed to put the eye drops in like 5 times a day. It was a very, very interesting period in my life because it was literally like a month before I ended up moving to Israel to join the army, which is why I got the procedure done in the first place. It was just a very interesting month. So like I was basically there like at my apartment, lying down in bed, doing nothing, staring like you can't even see with these like random goggles on my face. And afterwards, I had my vision was clearer. Like I was able to read things from far away, which is kind of the barometer, right? I was able to read things from far away, and but at night, I would notice that if you see like a street light or something, there would be a halo around the street light, and it kind of affected my night vision. My night vision was awful for a few months afterwards. So when I went to the Army, I had to just deal, because you do a lot of stuff at night in the Army. I was in infantry, right? So like you're out doing stuff at night, and if you can't see, it's a problem, right? But anyway, the cool thing about night vision, I guess, and I didn't know this, is that when you're out at night a lot, your night vision gets better. So I guess it got better faster because it had, like, my eye had to get better, maybe. I don't know. That's my own like personal theory. But by the end of it, my night vision was pretty good, and maybe my other senses kicked in a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, Stephanie Buttermore, I feel like we're like best friends now. Oh God.
I'm really lonely, so I want someone to talk to. Good, talk to the camera. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you happen to be new, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I will see you in a video very soon. I love you so much. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I guess. All right. So like the all-in thing. I guess the all-in thing is going better. She looks fine. Like she looks pretty good actually when she was doing the planks. Like that's I'd probably look twice if she was at the gym if I didn't know she was. I mean, I definitely would. She's like, and the camera adds 10 pounds. To be fair, like that's a thing also. But her body, she looks pretty good. Like I haven't watched any of her videos lately, but this she's looking pretty good. I guess I don't know. Anyway, whatever. Okay, so quarantine, coronavirus, next month or two, probably gonna have a lot of time to make videos. If you guys have any recommendations for videos or YouTubers that you want me to look at, watch, talk about, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.